Oh. Ding dong.
Hello, geeks and geekettes, and welcome to another edition of the Geekstation podcast where we talk movies, TV shows, and games, and all things geeky. I am Sin, and as always, I am joined by my good friends David and Martin. Say hello, David and Martin.
Hello, Martin and David.
Oh,
we flipped it around.
Just changed it. Yeah, but that's good though, because re-listening to the podcast, you did it twice.
Yeah,
two weeks in a row. So you just screwed with everything.
Oh, yeah.
I did it just to screw with you.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Yeah,
it worked.
Screwed with it again.
Successfully.
I know how you're really into your OCD and stuff. So.
Yeah, well, anyway. How's everyone's week been? Has it been good?
Yeah, mediocre. Mediocre at best.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Gosh.
It's okay.
You kind of putting yourself down a bit.
No, you got to have the mediocre days to make the goods really good, Sin.
No, that
Because
makes sense.
The love of his life is in Thailand.
Oh.
He's been telling us earlier how much he loves her.
Oh.
This is terrible. Why would you bring that up?
And also completely ruined my day because I suddenly thought that we'd had someone listening to our podcast in Thailand, and you're like, no, that's the girlfriend.
Hi, Holly.
So great, thanks. But at least I know that when you move to America, that our American listenership will increase by like 200%.
Yeah.
You've got to tell everyone you know when you move out there.
I will.
Good.
Just I would maybe get some business cards made up. Just like,
Everybody
hi,
got them?
I'm David. Here's my card.
Yeah.
That'd
I'm
be
going to
cool.
have him on like roll the toilet roll.
Yeah,
Just
no,
take one off.
that's really
Yeah.
good. That's like the pushing it forward with the... Remember the guy with the toilet paper for a business card? Yeah, of course you remember that guy.
Oh, yeah, very memorable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a bit-
I mean,
Bit of brown on it as well.
he just
Not
had to.
ever.
He just
Make
the
it authentic.
conversation was up here, and then
Look,
it just.
Sin, we're talking about toilet paper.
Yeah, no, that's true.
It was a
That's
step
true.
away. Come on.
There is a podcast that I listen to called How Stuff Works, and I actually listened to an entire episode about the history of toilet paper.
That's amazing.
And it was more fascinating than you would think. Do you know there was a British company that invented the 2-ply?
Really?
Yeah. Before then, it was all single-ply.
Holy shit. They changed the game.
Like, completely.
They changed
Yep.
the game. They said, look, game, I'm going to double ply you.
That's right. That's right, yeah. And then the Americans were like, well, we want more ply.
Oh, shit.
And they went for the triple and the quadruple ply.
Oh, my God.
Which, frankly, is just,
It's just too much.
That's
excessive.
too much.
It's too much.
What are we at now with the ply, then? Are we
Well,
at-
I don't know. Well, we get extra cushioned, isn't
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Stepping away from toilet paper.
No,
Charmin.
but,
No,
yeah, okay.
no. I just want to know what you think about this.
God.
Toast, right?
Toast, yes.
Yeah. I always make 4 slices of toast when I make toast,
Okay.
regardless of what I put on it.
Right.
Because 2 isn't enough.
Mm-hmm.
3 is an odd number, and I don't like making 3 slices of toast.
Yeah.
So I have to make 4, but 4 always seems a little bit too much.
Do you eat all 4
Yeah, I
pieces
have
of
to.
toast?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm fine with 2. But I have a
I'm
small
happy with
stomach.
Yeah,
two.
you're a tiny, tiny human.
I'm a tiny human.
But then if I had a toaster that could do 4 slices of toast in one go, I
Yeah.
probably would do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mine,
no.
mine fits 4,
Oh, well,
but
there
I
you
don't
go.
want to put 3 in it.
Why not, though?
Dude,
It
3 is...
seems weird.
It sounds like that's the solution to your dilemma is just
No,
to
it's
get over
just-
the
Just
OCD.
use one slice less.
No.
You must
No,
go through a lot
No,
of
you
bread.
guys are wrong.
Okay, all
It
right.
might mean
thanks.
as well in your loaf of bread that you might be short if you use an odd number like that.
Exactly.
Mm.
Anyway, let's talk
Moving
about
away
some...
from toast and toilet paper.
Welcome to the podcast. Today we're talking about Tom Cruise films.
My boy.
This was Martin's suggestion,
Yeah.
so you can send all your abuse to him.
Well, I mean, there's good films. I watched
And-
the good films.
Okay, well, good.
Yeah.
We'll go through them all 41 of them, because that's how many he's done.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
Yeah, I realised that I haven't seen the first 5 films that he made, and there's actually quite a few films that I also haven't seen that he's in.
What's
But
the
we'll-
first one he
we'll
made?
get- now you're going to make
We
me
could just
open
get
it up.
into this after the news, Martin.
Well,
Yeah, well,
Endless Love in 1981.
There we go.
He played the role of Billy.
Billy. That's
Oh,
so
Billy.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah, I don't know
I'm
that.
Bill.
Anyway, let's talk about the news. Let's see what's been going on. It's been another slow news week, actually. It's been really disappointing. But the first one I have here is James Bond rumours are abound because now they have a definite date and Daniel Craig said he's going to do it. Apparently, Bond will be taking revenge for his wife's murder, a la On Her Majesty's Secret Service. So I can't quite remember, but in Spectre, which is now available on Netflix, by the way, so you should definitely watch it.
I'll do that.
Apparently, there's a girlfriend there. I mean, I can't remember because I really didn't. Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a girlfriend. It was like the wife of.
Well, that's it. Well, apparently,
the daughter of some bloke.
Okay. Well, apparently they're going to get married, and then she's going to get killed.
I thought she died already.
I don't
God
know.
fucking damn it! Bond.
Because I really didn't care at all for Spectre. But apparently that's what it's going to be. It's going to be a remake of On Her Majesty's Secret Service.
I don't think that links up.
Which kind of makes sense because it's Blofeld that kills his wife in On Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Yeah.
And obviously at the end of Spectre, Blofeld was arrested, so it's probably some sort of revenge thing, which, okay, makes sense. But I can't get excited about a new Bond film. I just can't.
Yeah. I mean...
Skyfall was good.
Again.
Skyfall was good. But apart from that...
was good.
But it was a big poker game. That's all it was.
I enjoyed it.
There was a bit where he defibbed himself in a car.
That was cool. And then the car flips, and then there's that whole thing in Italy with the elevator.
Well, yeah, but don't forget the torture scene with the chair.
Oh, dude. Mads Mikkelsen is really good in that.
Yeah, no, he was. That's true. And it kind of made Mads Mikkelsen as well, I think.
Yeah, I think it did. And now he's in Carlsberg adverts.
Yes, he is. Yes.
He's so composed. And he's working with Hideo Kojima, so that's exciting.
Oh,
yeah, what's that game?
Death Stranding.
Yeah, that no one knows anything about other than...
He's like, hey, here's a it looks like he's just shown off a concept, a bunch of ideas, and it's like, how this translates into a game, no one fucking knows.
No, but then...
that's the absolute lunacy of it.
But that's Kojima all over, really, isn't it? So, I'm quite excited by it's out next year, I think, isn't it?
I'm not close.
I don't know. But it's his first major project since Metal Gear, isn't it? So,
leaving
it'll be interesting.
Since they fucked him.
Yeah, they really did, didn't they? Yeah. Anyway, well, I could talk about Metal Gear Solid for a while.
Oh, we could. Anyway,
let's move on. We're not going to learn about who the Grand Emperor Snoke is in The Last Jedi, apparently. Says the director, we got a whole load of story of Palpatine's rise to power in the prequels, but in the original films, he's exactly what he needs to be, which is just the Emperor. He's a dark force, the scary thing behind the thing. So apparently that's how they're approaching Snoke, is that he's just going to be...
He's going to be the big baddie.
Yeah. So maybe we might find out a little bit about him in the third film, but definitely not.
Like the Black Smoke in Lost.
Oh, the bloody Black Smoke. Yeah, that turned out to be
like an elephant.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, So
and it rips down trees.
I watched the pilot episode of The Lost with my brother. I mean, years ago. And he, for years, just thought it was a giant turkey. That's his theory, was that it was a giant turkey. Yeah.
Is your brother okay?
Yeah, well.
A giant turkey.
Yeah.
It's pretty terrifying.
So what do we think to that? Have you seen that they released an image of Snoke? He was.
I think I saw that.
Yeah.
It was like,
and he basically looks exactly the same as he does in the first one. Just obviously not blue and holographic.
Yeah, it seems like he's fine. I didn't really expect anything else out of him other than maybe a reveal and a battle at the end. But obviously, Kylo Ren is going to take the Vader position
absolutely.
in this.
But they've also released the picture of the new kind of his flagship, which is looks a bit like a triangle with big rocket boosters on the back of it.
Okay, but
it's smaller than a
destroyer,
a Super Star Destroyer.
Oh, okay.
So the Super Star Destroyers are still bigger, but it's larger than a Star Destroyer. So but I'm getting really excited now about The Last Jedi.
How long you got left?
December, isn't it? So a couple of months still.
2-3 months.
But I am really hyped.
I can't wait. Yeah.
I
just if this one is good, I'll be like, I'm super happy with the direction they're taking, because the first one was good, but I watched it a couple of times back, and I'm like, it's too close to episode 4, but it was okay. Like the first time round I watched it, I fucking loved it though. So
yeah, I remember coming out the cinema and just thinking that was
being like
an absolute awesome film.
Yeah. I was just tearing up.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed it.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Well, I am super excited. But anyway, so we're not going to learn about Snoke, which hey ho, oh well. So the Inhumans reviews are out. They are not good.
Yep, that's what I heard.
Surprise, surprise.
I've listened to 2 podcasts where they absolutely destroy it. I have read at least 3 reviews, and I haven't read or heard anything nice about it at all. The guy who plays the bad guy in it, the guy who plays Ramsay Bolton, the English actor, I don't even know his name. That's awful. Apparently, is the best thing in it, and everything else is just terrible. I
heard the dog's quite cool.
Oh, yeah, but he's not in it enough, apparently. So, I mean, we're not really surprised by that, I don't think, are we?
Nope.
So
No.
Marvel made something bad.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true actually. Yeah,
you
although
go.
the first series of Agents of Shield was not good.
Yeah,
either.
no, I
I mean, that was in fact the first episode was awful.
Yeah, that's my opinion of that show. Is
But
based
I'm
upon the first
yeah,
series.
but then I'm still watching it 4 years later, and it's actually got a hell of a lot better.
really.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
that's fair.
really good show now. It's definitely worth. You could probably actually skip straight to the end of
They
the
should
first
just put
series.
a recap at the start of the second series and go from
Yeah,
there.
but they did a
They're gonna
whole
do that.
because you remember
Yeah, they do that anyway. don't
when
Yeah.
Captain America: Winter Soldier came out,
Mhm.
and it was all like Hydra taking over. They had that in the series. So, like, one of the episodes, suddenly, half of S.H.I.E.L.D. starts attacking the other half of S.H.I.E.L.D., and it was all brought into that. So, I mean, it's actually really
That's
good.
cool.
Bill
So-
Paxton?
And Bill Paxton is,
Yeah.
is in it as well. Yeah. But I won't spoil it for, people that haven't seen it.
People that haven't seen.
Are you ever going to watch it?
Probably not.
Probably not. No.
No.
There you go.
No, I
It's
saw
too much
the
time.
First, I think I saw all of the first season. I think I saw all of the second. What happened at the end of the second season?
Oh, I don't know. They all merge into one. That's the problem with TV.
Yeah, one
Because
of
there's
them like
22
goes,
episodes
like,
or
turns
something.
into like a rock monster or something.
Oh, that goes through Terrigenesis, because that's where they introduce the Inhumans. Yeah, that's the end of the second series.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
up to that bit.
And then the Inhumans form most part of the third series, and then they've got in the fourth series, it's all robots and the guy on the motorbike with the
Ghost Rider,
Ghost Rider. Thank you. Gosh.
Nicolas Cage
Nick
well,
Cage.
he's not in it.
is a national
but,
treasure.
Why has he not been brought into the Marvel universe as Ghost Rider?
I don't
I don't know
know.
what you're looking at me.
Look, you're the guy with the freaking script
Yeah.
and the fucking gold suit, dude.
Yeah. I left the gold suit at home today.
Yeah, no, I noticed.
Yeah.
I was a bit disappointed.
Well, I heard it could be thunder and lightning, so
That is a bad idea.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
You made the
And,
right
I
call.
go home, but I like walk on top of buildings.
yeah.
So there's more chance to get struck by lightning.
You walk on top of buildings.
That's how I get
I've
to
seen
from
him.
my house to your house.
You have.
Yeah, when we turn to leave, like you're in the door and he's up there bloody hopping down buildings.
They based Spider-Man on me.
Wow. Just minus the god suit.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, moving on. So Jared Leto. I've got two bits of Jared Leto news this
Oh,
week
my favourite.
because So the first thing is Jared Leto is just as Jared Leto.
Leto.
Yeah, Leto. That makes much more sense, doesn't it?
Magic.
Jared Leto is just as confused about the Joker's future as everyone else. He says, "I'm a little confused too." There you go. That's not
That
the news.
clarifies that.
Yeah.
Is that the end of that story?
Yeah.
Period.
But he says there's a couple of things happening in the DC world, and I love the Joker. He's a great character, a really fun character to play. It's a big universe, and when you play the Joker, there's no ownership there. You have the honour of holding the baton for a while and then passing it off. But there are
Leo.
other films in development, and I'm excited to see what comes of them.
Mhm.
So he hasn't got a clue. No one knows, really.
No,
He doesn't
Well,
seem too bothered by it though as well.
No, I
I
don't
think he's
he
kind
is.
of like got past that.
he understands exactly what it
Well,
is.
after he got completely cut from the Suicide
Supposedly.
Squad. Hmm?
And we don't know for certain how much was cut. It's just kind of him saying that
There's 40 minutes of him on
Yeah.
the
Could
cutting
you
room
imagine,
floor. Yeah,
like-
that's true, yeah.
they just like record stuff, but not actually recording it. Just like fake cameras and just like,
Yeah.
letting him do what he wants to. It's
Massaging
like,
his
Just do what you want, Jared.
Yeah.
Just do what you want.
He just sets up a vlog.
Yeah.
We're going to go over here with the cast and crew, but this camera's on you, so you
Yeah.
just riff.
You can, you can send bullets and condoms to other people. Like, just get on with it, mate.
Oh gosh. So yeah, but I mean, he apparently he's going to be in Suicide Squad 2, and also the Harley and Joker movie. But I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, as I said last week, I actually think he's a good Joker, but the DC universe for me is just, I don't know. We'll see. Justice League is either going to make it or break it, I think. So, but then if they're making all these like Elseworld kind of movies, Joker Origin and stuff, that might be quite good. So who knows? They might redeem themselves.
You sound really hopeful.
Well, I don't know. I didn't like Man of Steel either. So like from the very first kind of this new universe, I can't get excited about it. Marvel films are much better. I am a Marvel fanboy, but
If Marvel films weren't there, would you like the DC films?
probably because they'd be the only superhero
The only
films
thing
to watch.
filling the void.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
You got that or Green Lantern.
Oh, gosh.
Oh yeah.
Which apparently he's going to make. He may well be in Justice League.
He's like Green Lantern's a big deal
Yeah, no,
in
he
terms
is,
of the
but so-
larger lore.
So apparently, because originally they had the tagline "Unite the Seven," which would be
The six they've got, and then
the
Green
Green
Lantern.
Lantern. But then they dropped that tagline. But then there was something released on some, I think, Thai website or something that used the tagline again, Unite the Seven. So people are like, and then it was quickly taken down. And everyone's like, ooh, maybe that's Green Lantern. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. Who knows? But it's just going to be shoehorned in, just like, anyway, it's out in a couple of months, so we'll ruin it then.
I'm done speculating on fucking Justice League.
Yeah,
pile of shit it's going to be. I'll call it.
Release the film, let everyone shit on it, and then we'll be done.
And we can move on with our
I'm
lives.
going to find a single piece of news about Justice League every single week.
Yeah, no, well,
it's been happening for
it has been. More Jared Leto. Leto?
I'd say Leto.
Leto?
I'm pretty sure it's Leto.
Yeah.
But Leto's like Americanized because they
true.
like to overpronounce
If only
vowels.
he was from America to make that.
No,
relevant.
it's our language, David.
But anyway,
It's our
Okay,
language.
all right.
he wore opaque contact lenses throughout the entire filming of Blade Runner because his character is blind, and him being the method actor that he is, he decided that he would be blind as well. And he didn't tell anyone that he was going to be doing this. And apparently on the first day he turned up with an assistant kind of showing him in. And everyone was like, oh, okay, this is a bit weird, but we'll go with it. And apparently he did it throughout the entire... He never took them out. Because,
Method acting. Nice.
Could have just removed his eyes.
That would have been the ultimate.
Just
Yeah,
like
actually
Report.
blinded himself. Yeah, sure. Although I think that's pretty permanent, though. I think we have the technology to remove people's eyes. I don't think we quite have the technology to replace people's eyes.
Yeah.
Do 20 minutes on a hot spoon.
Well, no, again, you're talking about removing eyes there.
40 minutes, a hot spoon, and a cold spoon.
Literal reverse.
If only
It works,
it was that easy. But then you're the ones with the gold suit, so who am I to judge?
Literally
There we
no
go.
position.
So, what do we think to the old method acting? I mean, is it?
I think it usually sounds really cool, but for some reason when Jared Leto does it, it doesn't sound cool.
But I just think, like, I don't get me wrong, like, I have great respect for actors that really put themselves into a role and stuff like that. But in today's filming, the way that modern films are made, I mean, method acting was originally created, for stage actors to really suck the audience in and to make them really believe what you were watching. Now, I mean, can you method act in front of a green screen? It seems a bit...
Yeah. No, I get what you mean.
As well. But...
and method actors like people like Tom Hanks and
Daniel Day.
Daniel Day. Well, actually, Daniel Day is actually the exception because he is exceptional in the films that he does.
Mm-hmm.
But I was going to say Danny DeVito. No, De Niro. Not Danny DeVito.
He is the biggest.
But Robert De
method actor
Niro,
out
Tom Hanks. I just find that they play the same character in every film. Just they saying different. They always seem the same to me, but yet they're supposed to be like
Christian Bale's a method actor as well.
Christian Bale, yeah, okay.
His roles seem a bit more different to the actors you've mentioned there, but I do get where you're coming from.
I just as I say, modern filmmaking, I just don't think.
Yeah, I think as well, method acting can actually have some pretty harmful effects on a person, just as a human, like psychologically. Like, just look at Heath Ledger. Like, obviously, that was one of the more extreme examples. But
yeah.
To like get yourself in the headspace of an actual psychopath. For like
psychopath.
A psychopath dying.
Psychopath.
Psychopath.
Should we go on our gap year?
This is a serious topic, you guys.
Sorry, no.
This isn't a serious podcast.
I'll be serious in a minute. No, I'm being serious now. But you know what I mean. Like,
no, I do.
It
yes.
could potentially harm you, and I think in his instance, it might have been one of the contributing factors towards that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But I mean, do you think? I don't know. Do you think Jared Leto now wants to blind himself because he spent 6 months as a blind person?
I think he wants to blind himself because he watched Suicide Squad back.
I think in some circumstances it helps.
Yeah, okay.
But when you're going to be in a movie for like 15, 20 minutes, obviously I don't know how long he's going to be in Blade Runner, but if you're in a movie for 15,
I think he
20
is
minutes,
like the meat. Well, yeah, a la the Joker. Yeah. And also, what does sending dead rats and used condoms to your fellow castmates really... Is that what the Joker would do? The Joker wouldn't send
straight
dead
up
rats.
murder them.
Well, exactly.
Well, he wouldn't be on set for one.
Yeah, all right.
Captain Literal.
Anyway, that's my Jared Leto news.
Push him off his chair.
There's another bit of Jared Leto news.
Oh, is there?
There's a new 30 Seconds to Mars song.
Is there?
I heard.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
Is there?
So he's getting back into...
I knew that. I knew that.
Was
Is he the lead singer
Architect.
to 30 Seconds? I don't.
Yeah.
You
Is that
like
what you just said?
Architects?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, okay.
No,
Was it called
sorry.
Doomsday or something like that?
Yeah.
I haven't heard it yet.
Dude, it's good.
Yeah, okay.
It's good. It's good.
You
Sorry.
guys are into music. I'm not at all.
We're going to play you Architects later.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you like
I think you'll really
metal.
like it.
What's Architects?
It's
Is that a band name? Is that
like
a song
job
name?
that you get when you like do
Yeah,
it.
no, I know what. Disney's streaming service for 2019.
Oh god.
Disney's streaming service for 2019 will have it. They've confirmed all the Star Wars and all the Marvel properties on them, and they will not be available anywhere else.
Yeah, they're slowly going to start removing it from everything.
Yeah,
Over the
yeah.
next
So
year or
I can't imagine that they're going to release any new Marvel films on Netflix. I don't think any are on.
What are they going to do
Amazon.
about the Marvel TV programs?
I don't know.
Oh shit, yeah. Because
I
that's
don't
like
know,
a
but
deal
they're
with
not.
Netflix,
But
isn't it?
They're still
they're not
Marvel.
produced by Marvel Studios, are they? They are produced by.
Their original
Yeah,
Netflix.
Oh,
I guess maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I don't know. But
It's kind of
maybe
a massive deal.
maybe it might just be the next few series. So season 2 of everything, season 3 of Daredevil, and then
Could you imagine if they just go, and that's it?
and that's it. Well,
Done.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do.
I think the smarter move is just to say, okay, this is a separate thing. We'll leave this here.
Yeah, because
Because-
they're not really connected to.
Also,
the,
depends on how long the license is and everything like that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, I mean they might go on longer than 2019, and then
They might have had like a 5 or 10 year license.
Exactly,
so,
yeah. But I mean that's not really a shock. I mean it's just it's just what we were talking about the other week, which is there is going to have to be another service, and I will only get Disney streaming service for the Star Wars and Marvel properties.
Yeah, but how often do you watch those?
Well, if they release like the Star Wars TV series, which is what they're talking about, I'll probably the
Oh
live
my
action
God.
series, then I'll probably watch that. And if all the Marvel films were available on demand, because that's the thing in the UK, definitely. A lot of the Marvel films currently, there's only like 3 on there. It's like Thor: The Dark World, Age of Ultron,
Yeah.
and Ant-Man, and Iron Man 2. That's it.
Nice.
So it's like I would probably watch them if they were available. But-
yeah, they're just kind of scattered around everywhere.
Well, that's what I mean. So I mean, I don't mind that necessarily, but I don't know how much it's going to be. You know,
Oh, it'd probably be about 20 quid a month.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, this is it.
Disney.
And you need to actually get a separate tablet or device to actually
Yeah, right.
watch it because it's theirs and they made it and everything's exclusive.
Yeah.
Hooray.
But this is the thing. But because Disney are doing this, I mean, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. But every other companies, I mean, are gonna DC are gonna do one. Apparently, you know, like just why?
Because they want to keep their money, of course. But yeah, no,
God
it's
damn
just,
large corporations.
it's just the way it's going, isn't it? But
Honestly.
I personally wouldn't be compelled to get that service just because if you want to watch I don't want to rewatch Marvel films. I don't necessarily want to go back and watch them. If I did, maybe I have them on DVD. But like, they're not going to
Yeah.
release new films on there, so I don't see the.
That might be what they're doing, though. They
But
might be
really?
getting some kind of streaming service to start releasing, like,
and
if they
and
do
also,
that,
smaller
then
content.
yeah,
and more original stuff. Exactly.
Yeah,
So
just like
that's fair
in
enough.
like things to like fill gaps between big movies
Yeah.
and stuff. You know,
well, and if they
20
do
minute,
take
half-hour thing.
yeah, and if they do take like Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and those series off Netflix and put them on there, I will get it to watch the latest season. So
yeah,
because I'm a mug.
because I'm a mug.
But anyway, so there you go. That's been shown. So it has had great reviews.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be really quite good. Maybe we'll talk about it next week. I don't know. You guys maybe want to do that? I don't know, but who knows?
Stephen King said it was good. He watched it twice,
He did.
apparently.
Yeah. But apparently they're already penning the sequel. So there you go. I don't know if Stephen King himself has actually written a sequel to it. I don't know.
Mm.
But they
It's
are.
called It's.
It's too.
It's. Yeah.
It's.
Um,
I don't know. What's he like with his intellectual property? Does he?
I don't think he cares. He's an American author. He'll just sign it off to
I
anybody.
found that way funnier than you guys did.
Just 'cause I don't know.
Fucking
That was for you, mate. That was
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
for
all
you.
for me.
Yeah. Yeah. We're laughing at you, not with you.
I
Um,
disagree.
I'm not even laughing, to be honest.
There are people at home that have now turned this off because of that.
Thanks,
Yeah.
David.
And they've turned it back on.
It's just like it's
Now.
done.
If you're just joining us, David's still making bad jokes. So
That's
yeah,
my
neither of you guys have seen it yet, have you?
No.
No.
I haven't seen it. No.
No. It. We're talking about the film It, not just It.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah, good. Okay. So I was thinking maybe we'll talk about it next
That's
week.
a double joke.
I did actually just realise this second that we didn't actually normally. This is a little secret into the world and wonderful world of making podcasts. But normally we have a little chat about what we're going to be doing the week after, so I can introduce it at the end of the podcast. So guys, what are we talking about next week?
Mystery box week.
Mystery box week.
Yeah.
What? Just what's in the box?
What's in the box?
We're going to have a whole episode about what's in the box.
It's going to be like that film.
It's going to be like.
I found out
7.
that.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, I think ages ago. I think.
Yeah, I watched that. It was
That's
on Netflix the other day.
Yeah, I
it
found out
stands
an
out.
interesting little piece of information about that movie. Like Brad Pitt broke his arm or his hand before filming, and they had to write in that scene where he falls off the
Oh, really?
the thing, so he broke his hand, and then because obviously it's shot all out of sequence. There's parts of the movie where his arm's like behind his back or under a table because it's not in a cast. Whereas the rest of the movie, when his hand's out,
interesting.
you can see it in a cast.
Nice.
Interesting.
Good.
That
film,
is going to be a film that's going to get a remake soon. I am absolutely
not.
positive. No, I hope not too, but I can just see it.
in the age of remakes.
It's
and
going to happen.
sequels.
It is going to happen.
Right.
I was just thinking maybe you might need to come a little bit closer to your microphone. That was all.
About here?
Yeah, well, I mean that's much better than it was.
Okay.
If you could
Yowza.
just stay in that position,
Yeah, I'll just rest my face on the
That's
mic.
peaking, bro.
it is now, which is good.
Peak and pie.
Right here.
Well, it was all we're all going professional. We've bought a new mixer and everything, and it will be ready to use next week. David just has to figure out how to use it.
Exciting.
Yep. Anyway, we'll figure out what we're talking about next week. Maybe a mystery box. Who knows? I can't pronounce this guy's surname, so
Let me do it.
Oh, go on then. That one there. Colin.
Trevorrow.
Lovely.
That's like
Is no
tomorrow,
longer
but
directing Star Wars 9. He has left due to creative differences.
This is such a Disney thing, isn't it?
It's a la Edgar Wright and also
Yeah.
the guys that were directing the Han Solo movie. This is the thing with Marvel and Disney, I think, and also just any type of franchise film. They have their 10-year plan, and they know where they want the films to go. They know the beats that they want the films to hit, and if you want to direct one of those films, you've got to play
Got
the
to
game.
fall in line, yeah.
So they haven't found another director yet, but I mean
They've got time. That's the thing. It's fine, but
it's
they would
18
want to
months,
start.
isn't it? Well, I suppose 2 years, yeah, because it's
2
coming
years
out
to-
May 2020, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
2019, sorry.
Well, they need to start filming by next year, I guess.
Well, it starts pre-production, I presume, in the new year.
Yeah.
But
Well, they've
Yeah.
already started writing it, so
I think J.J. Abrams has probably already written it because I think he's.
I don't think he's writing it.
He's
because
written the
Colin
story,
Trevorrow
at
normally
least.
works with another writer. So he wrote
no.
Safety Not Guaranteed, Jurassic
World. Yeah.
and another movie, I think it's called like The Book of Henry or something like that, which
But
has just come out. And people are saying that because that movie's so bad, that's one of the reasons why
Oh, really?
they don't want Colin to...
Oh,
okay.
Poor Colin.
Oh, Cole.
No, but I think J.J. Abrams, when he was writing The Force Awakens, I think he's written the story, or at least he's on
written
the.
art for it.
That's right. He's on the story committee because there
Okay.
probably is a committee, and there's probably a lot of people, a lot of them not creative types, coming up with the story of Star Wars. I would have thought, anyway. I mean, what do I know? You're the person that writes scripts and sells them for gold suits.
I'll find out and I'll report back next week.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, did you speak to Netflix about what we want? Yeah, you
I
did.
They're going to do it.
Excellent. Fantastic. Good. I can't even remember what I wanted you to speak to them about, but oh well.
Neither does he, but they're
No,
going to do
but
it.
they're going to do it, apparently. And the last bit of news is the wonderful Shia LaBeouf will not be in the next Indiana Jones film, which apparently is in pre-production as we speak.
What?
What?
New Indiana Jones.
Yes. So
How
Harrison
did you not
Ford.
know about this?
Yeah.
You're wearing
What?
an Indiana Jones outfit right now.
I have literally got a web,
Yeah.
but
Just don't whip it out,
so
yeah?
focused on the
Oh,
past.
dear.
I know.
That's painful.
That's the best I've got. That's all,
You peaked.
I have. But they are making another Indiana Jones film. This goes into our theory. I don't know if we spoke about this on the podcast. That Harrison Ford is doing films
Just so he can die.
just so he can
Yeah.
die. So he's going back to all his major franchises,
Just getting
and
his paycheck.
they're just being killed off. So he never has to play the characters again, and no one can come in and play his character, and they can't use a CG version of him. That's the theory. So he's coming back to Indiana Jones to kill himself off.
What was Shia LaBeouf's name in the last movie? It was like
Mutt
Mutt.
somebody.
It was
That
short
was it.
round.
Something about a dog.
No, not
Short Round was
no. Well, that's everyone
Little
thought
Asian
that he
kid.
was going to be Short Round, but then obviously,
Shia LaBeouf just with an Asian accent.
Oh gosh,
A really bad
You
one.
know he'd do it though.
He would.
So,
God.
Yeah,
He's a bit old to play the sidekick now, so I'm happy about that.
but because I
I think
think
he was a bit old back then as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think the Crystal Skull, had it been successful, the whole idea was that it was going to be passing it on to Shia LaBeouf,
LaBeouf.
and then Shia LaBeouf was then going to become the new Indiana Jones. But fortunately, that didn't happen.
And
But he's not going to be in the new one. So.
And now he's just a cannibal.
Sure.
Not seen that video?
It's a
No.
YouTube video.
Oh, there's
Which There's quite a few YouTubers.
No, it's like-
Like
what's
Shia
the name?
LaBeouf.
Yeah,
Hunting
it's
You
like
Down
Rob
or
Canton
something
or
like that.
Canton or something like that.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
Like, it's like a musical video thing where Shia LaBeouf is like a
Like
murderer.
animated internet video.
I'll show it to you afterwards.
Okay, yeah, brilliant. Cool.
Yeah.
So that's actually all that I have for the news this week. Unless you guys have anything to add.
We've got
No,
that.
those bits I added, the last two. So.
You did. I noticed. Thank you for that. Because I didn't miss them. I didn't actually just think they were newsworthy. But no, you added them and
You
we
didn't
talked
think a
about it.
Star Wars
Oh.
thing was newsworthy?
Well,
That's all that people have been talking about online.
I think you'll find they've been talking about something else, actually. I don't know. Everything else we've spoken about. I don't
Or
know.
Hurricane Irma.
Hurricane, that's right, yeah.
Irma.
Irma. I got duped on Facebook. Something went around. A couple of my friends posted this news article about Buffy the Vampire Slayer being remade into a movie. And everyone was like, no, leave it alone. I can't believe you're doing this. No, and all of this. And I was like, I haven't seen that in the news this week. Let me just have a little look, a little Google. The article was from 2010.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's always worth a Google. 'Cause
Yeah,
I saw
isn't it, though?
there's some
I
news
love
that
doing
like
to people though, like busting their bubbles and shit. Because
Yeah.
the amount of times I see people sharing stuff and I'm like, "Da-da-da-da." No, that's fake.
it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
don't believe
basically.
everything on
Yeah.
Facebook.
Well, that,
basically.
and I was like, I just commented. I was like, after all these people who replied, I was like, this is from 2010.
Yeah.
And that comment's got like 6
Yeah,
likes.
someone-
so fast.
Someone from work actually shared a picture of like a mobile phone that someone had found. Like someone had like posted it up saying, "Oh, I found this. You know, this is the photo that's on it." Da-da-da-da-da. And someone shared it from work. The photo was from 3 years ago.
oh god, check your
I
facts,
was like,
kids.
"What's wrong with you?"
Yeah.
Just takes 2 seconds.
To
Honestly.
Google, to use Google.
You didn't even have to Google. It was on the picture.
Oh, really?
It was from like 3 years ago.
Well, this is the thing. Like, if you're going to read an article, at least
Read it.
read it.
Yeah.
Don't just read the headline and go, no,
Yeah.
I must share this with everyone and tell everyone my dissatisfaction.
That's what I love about those. Do you know those like spoof, like The Onion and stuff?
Oh, and the Daily Mash.
Spoof.
The
Yeah,
Daily
yeah,
Mail.
spoof news.
So I actually, no, not, well, very
Just
similar
Daily Mail.
actually, yeah.
Zing.
I did actually, before I knew what the Daily Mash was, I did actually post, because when J.J. Abrams was told he was going to be the director of Star Wars, they did a thing with him shitting all over Star Trek. And being a huge Star Trek and J.J. Abrams fan, I got really mad and like posted it online. And
You turned up at his house,
Warrior,
didn't you?
and then I realised the website it was from, and someone was like, this is fake, don't you? And I was
That's
like,
incredible.
oh! And that was my introduction to the Daily Mash,
Oh,
because I was an idiot. So anyway,
that's what they're for. That's what they exist to do.
well, that's true, yeah. But anyway, so should we move on to the main feature? Tom Cruise films.
Timmy Crows.
So, let's, from the official TomCruise.com website.
Oh my god, he has a website.
Yeah, of course
he
he
does.
has.
All actors do, but that's hilarious.
I just knocked my microphone. Apologies for that.
So I've done that 3 times so far.
Yeah.
I put the wire on mine. as
But
well.
I actually heard it in my ear that time, so I must have hit it really hard. But anyway, so Tom Cruise is a global cultural icon who has made an immeasurable impact on cinema by creating some of the most memorable characters of all time in legendary films such as Top Gun, Jerry Maguire, Risky Business, Minority Report, Interview with a Vampire, A Few Good Men, The Firm, Rain Man, Collateral, The Last Samurai, Edge of Tomorrow, and The Colour of Money. And of course, the Mission Impossible series. A consummate filmmaker involved in all aspects of film production, Cruise's versatility is evidenced by the films and roles he chooses. He has made 41 films and had a producing role on many of them, and worked with a remarkable list of celebrated film directors. I'm not going to list all the directors. He has been nominated 3 times for an Academy Award. Never won, though. And a 3-time Golden Globe Award winner. So his films have earned $8 billion worldwide. 17 of Cruise's films have grossed more than $100 million in the United States alone, which is actually quite impressive. And the Mission Impossible franchise, this was actually a fact that I didn't know, has grossed nearly $2.8 billion since Cruise conceived of the idea and began producing them. So there you go. Right, well, that's this week's podcast. Thank you very much.
That's all we have to say about Tom Cruise.
He is global international superstar. He's pretty much the biggest global international superstar. Let's be honest, isn't he? But he used to be back at 10 years ago when actors bought in films. If he was attached to a film, you could be guaranteed that it would be a blockbuster. And now I just feel like he's a bit of a joke. I mean, am I wrong in saying that?
I think it's been a joke for a while, but
you reckon?
Yeah.
Do you care to elaborate, or
he's just pretty funny?
Okay, what makes him funny?
I don't know.
This was your subject. You chose Tom Cruise.
I'm not an expert on Tom Cruise by any stretch of the imagination, but
God damn it, you should be.
I thought David was.
Nope.
You said you liked him.
I do like him.
Why do you like him, David?
Because he's pocket-sized.
I think he is a good actor, and in the films that he's done, particularly his early films anyway, before, I think probably Mission Impossible 2 was where he started with the hair.
Yeah.
That's where I think it started to go a little bit downhill.
I think he's just created a cliche for himself of being like the type of role he plays of like the pretty guy who's really good at what he does and he never needs to put in any effort. And I'm so cool, I'm Tom Cruise.
But that's the thing, he puts in a lot of effort in his films now. That's the thing.
Now
his ankle.
But also like in Mission Impossible, he trained himself to hold his breath for 9 minutes or whatever it was, and it's like, why?
Oh, that's how he lost all those brain cells then.
Well, yes,
that's where it went downhill.
let's try not to shit on him a little too much.
I love you, Tom Cruise. I hate you, Tom Cruise.
So I reckon the best way to do this is probably to go through his films one by one, and then we can have a little chat about them.
Mm-hmm.
So, starting in 1981, this is the thing. So the first 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, well, actually, no, almost 6 films I probably haven't seen. So, 1981, Endless Love, and also 1981, Taps. So, I mean, 1981, he's been knocking
making
about
for like 26
for
years.
a while. Yeah.
Is that 26? Is that
36 years.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's almost as old as you.
Almost as
Martin.
old.
Yeah, right.
But
almost.
Not quite. The Outsiders was 1983. I haven't seen that either. That's a Francis Ford Coppola film, which I should probably watch because, classic cinema and all that. Losing It, Risky Business, and All the Right Moves, and Legend. And the first film that I've seen, probably the first film that you guys have seen as well, Top Gun.
No, I've seen
Top Gun.
Risky Business.
You've seen Risky Business?
Yeah, a long time ago. Can't remember what it's about.
Oh, there we go.
And that's
David's contribution to the
Apparently
conversation.
it's a comedy crime drama.
There we go. From 1983.
Let's talk about Top Gun.
Let's talk about Top
Please.
Gun. So, due to get a sequel soon, actually.
Yeah.
It's actually been slated 2019.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
It's going to be about drone pilots and getting rid of pilots actually in planes.
And then Tom Cruise comes back and he defeats the cyber planes because he's that good of a
Well,
pilot.
it-
God
it's
damn it,
called-
Maverick.
Yes.
It is called Top Gun : Maverick.
Well, there we go.
Oh,
So-
I can't wait.
So that just says everything that you need to know about that, really.
Yeah, expected the 11th of July 2019.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I thought it would be a better way to go just to do the same angle, but maybe just have him like passing on the mantle and then keep going.
Well, that's
that way.
probably what he's going to do. He's obviously going to be the star of it because it's a Tom
Of
Cruise
course.
film, but. So, I mean, I actually really like Top Gun. It's actually...
It's a great film. It's a great
Love
film.
Top Gun.
Just
It
don't
is.
think about it too much.
No?
No. So, it's...
Because Martin cries about Goose.
Oh,
Goose. Not Goose. His kid, his wife is singing Great Balls of Fire on piano. Like, it's just so much
And
to
then it
love
all
about
ends...
Goose.
It's okay.
I would stretch my arm out and stroke you to make you feel better.
It's all right, I felt
It doesn't reach.
I think probably the first Tom Cruise film I actually saw, Top Gun. And it is, I think it's a good film. It's very 80s, very, very 80s.
Oh, yeah. Very.
Incredibly.
Yeah. And he wasn't going to, it wasn't going to be him. And the director had to be persuaded that he would have been, because it was the beginning of his career and he was, young
Take a
and they
risk on
wanted
this young
somebody.
guy.
Yeah. But that made him an international superstar, Top Gun.
Yeah.
So-
I really want to watch it again now.
Oh, there
I
you
watched
go.
it this morning.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was just like, well, it's time
Do you
for
just
Top
fast
Gun.
forward to the volleyball scene?
Yeah.
I'll be honest now.
And
And then
then
pause it.
then pause it.
Then think about your girlfriend you're in love with.
Then I'm staring at Tom's face. I'm like, no.
That's what
I
I'm
choose
really
you, Tom.
hoping for, though. Not another volleyball scene, but some kind of, throwback to the volleyball scene.
Yeah.
What can they do instead of volleyball?
I don't know what's new
What's
in
a future sport?
2017.
Quidditch?
Quidditch.
Yeah.
Quidditch,
Quidditch,
I
Quidditch
guess.
with planes.
This is our prediction for Top Gun 2.
Tom Cruise.
Those like small like remote control drones. They could just use those.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
that would
There you
work.
go.
I'm sure.
Martin, get right in.
I'm done.
You're done. Right.
So the Color of Money. I've never seen that either
It's
myself.
green in America.
You're right, it is, and kind of a bluey.
It's like
colour
white.
in this
I
country.
don't know.
A bluey greeny colour in this country.
Depending
Anyway,
on what note you're
What
looking
notes
at.
are you looking at?
£5.
£5 note,
Oh, okay, just that one.
just that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
There's bigger denominations
Are there?
as well. Yeah.
I don't know. I never have them.
Yeah, they got a £6 note.
Really?
A £7 note.
Oh wow.
Oh, shit. There's a £1 note, actually, and that was similar colour to a £5
I think
note.
they stopped making
Was
those now, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the
I also
80s.
don't think they make £6 and £7 notes. I think you're trying to put a fast
Just like
one
the
on me.
fabled
you caught me
30
out.
pence
I did.
piece.
There we go. But let's skip forward to 1988 and of a Rain Man. So we were talking about this very briefly the other day. I don't actually think it's that good a film.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, well, it is a classic for a reason, I'm sure. But I just because everyone remembers Rain Man is obviously the moment where they're in the casino and he's gambling, and he's got Dustin Hoffman, who is another method actor. Actually, we didn't mention that earlier on, but
Yeah, he actually farted in the telephone booth.
did he?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
He was like, I'm sorry.
He's so method.
But that scene is 10 minutes long, if that may be 15, not even that. And it's like what the film is remembered for. But the rest of the film is a road movie.
Yeah, it's really good though.
Yeah,
I really enjoy it, man.
Yeah?
You can't turn me off it.
I'm not going. I'm
can't
not
Stop
rain on
trying
you,
to
I'm
make
just-
me hate Rain Man.
Oh, okay. But maybe it deserves a rewatch, perhaps. But I mean, because I haven't seen it in a good few years. But I just remember watching it, going, "This should be a really good film," and feeling thoroughly disappointed about it afterwards.
No, I really enjoy it. I think it's well written. It's well made. It kind of shows one character who's a bit of a dickhead at the beginning of the movie, realizing that he's probably not the best thing in the world, and he should really be looking after people.
Yeah.
He has the ability to do it.
Yeah. Okay.
I really enjoy it.
Let's skip forward a little bit to Days of Thunder, 1990.
Oh, yeah.
Days of
Classic.
Thunder.
So this is
The original Talladega Nights.
basically, yeah, that's it. Days of Thunder also, have you heard of the theory? Hang on, I've got it up here. This is the, what's it called? It's called the Tom Cruise picture theory. And this is that all Tom Cruise films after Days of Thunder follow the same format and have the same kind of beats to them. So Tom Cruise's character, invariably a young and naive but naturally talented kid who could be the best if he could just tame his rambunctious spirit.
Isn't that kind of like Top Gun?
That
as well,
applies to
though?
Top Gun,
Yeah, I suppose Top Gun, yeah. You have the mentor, the older man who's done it himself, and was
Viper.
there before. You have this, this is definitely Top Gun actually. But this wasn't released until Days of Thunder. The superior woman, usually older, taller, naturally.
Top Gun.
That's pretty much
Top Gun.
any woman. You then have the craft, so the gifted young man must master the craft.
Goose.
No.
The plane.
Pull one out for Goose.
Yeah, you have the arena in which the young man must be
The
tested.
Sky.
The Top Gun.
Top Gun.
All right, look,
Top
I'm
Gun
reading
tournament.
Some Wikipedia,
Yeah, I
Dude,
know.
all
I
right?
can't see what it
So
says.
maybe
I'm just-
Wikipedia's wrong.
I'm
Maybe
just
you
gonna-
should go home and edit it. All right.
No, keep going.
I'm not allowed
This
to.
follows Top Gun.
I'm not allowed on the internet.
Well, I'm not surprised. I've seen what you look at. The Arcana, which is the
Picture the
specialist
Martin.
knowledge, in which case, in which Tom
Who's
Cruise's
dying?
character, must learn. This is the knowledge that
Oh,
he
okay.
must learn, and then we also get to learn as the audience. You have obviously the arc, which is the journey to all the places where he goes to learn all of this. You have the proto-villain, who's the bad guy at the beginning, but then provides the hero with an opponent to practice on.
Iceman.
And then you have the villain, the real bad guy,
Russia.
who I suppose is the
Fire.
Russian. Yeah.
Migs.
Oh.
But actually, you can actually really apply this to a lot of Tom Cruise films.
It's
Yeah.
not necessarily just Tom Cruise movies.
It's probably like
it's just like any action movie. kind of, really.
yeah. I mean, the theory of I think it's
Relativity?
Todorovsky's theory, which is just like
Yeah, there's only 7...
the fucking I can't remember the words he used. Basically, it's a formula to follow to get to make a story, and I mean that's a lot like more simplified than Tom Cruise's. So
Well,
Don't worry,
yes.
Tom Cruise. It's all good.
Look, this is an internet theory. Okay,
Top
therefore
Gun.
it has many facets.
And it has to be true as well.
Well, that's
Anything written on the internet is real.
what I've heard.
Yeah, I wrote a website.
David
that says
does not
Martin is in love with his
own-
girlfriend, so
Any gold suits?
it must be true.
I just went to shit on you, and you're just really wholesome to
We're
me. I'm
supposed to be
sorry.
talking about Tom Cruise films, but I mean, I don't know. We're just going all over the shop here. So, Days of Thunder. Have you seen Days of Thunder?
I haven't, no.
You haven't seen
Fucking
it.
love that movie.
It is a very, very good. Yeah. The original
Talladega Nights.
Talladega
Thank you
Nights.
very much.
The
Yeah,
Ricky
yeah, yeah.
The
Bobby.
Ricky Bobby.
Is it NASCAR that they're racing in?
Yeah.
It is NASCAR. Yeah. But it's. I mean, it is a very, very good film, and it's basically Top Gun but with race cars,
Cool.
which is always good, minus the homoeroticism.
Oh, I don't want
Yeah.
to see it then.
No, that's what
I thought, but you
Yeah.
should watch it.
A Few Good Men, released in 1992. This
Yes.
is a very good film. Originally,
Yeah, I think this is a great film. Like Tom Cruise is a part of, rather
Yeah,
than it being
well, I mean,
a Tom Cruise great
because
film.
originally it was a play written by Aaron Sorkin,
Mhm.
so it's more of a proper film in inverted commas. There's the action in the courtroom.
Yeah.
And it is all they're really acting in it. There's
Yeah,
no.
it's more of an acting movie than like an action movie.
That's
Yeah,
it, exactly.
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely,
and this is, I think, when Tom Cruise was at his best.
Yeah.
And followed up by The Firm as well. Like he actually acts in them rather than just runs around and pulls faces, which
Yeah.
is what he tends to
Well, I
do
think
now. And
he does his character. He doesn't really deviate from what he does. The rambunctious guy who's pretty good, but if he just peeled his finger out, he'd be great at it.
but
and
but I think in A Few Good
it
Men and
fits
definitely
in
The
there
Firm as
really
well.
well.
But that's what I mean. He's actually playing a character in these, whereas definitely the later films, or from Mission Impossible onwards, he's playing the same. He's playing Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Whereas in these films, the early films, he actually, he's actually playing a believable different character.
Yeah.
Whereas you
yeah.
could take Ethan Hunt and replace him, put him in the Jack Reacher film, and they're the same character.
Guy, yeah.
Yeah, it's almost identical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
No, like that. That's why I like Tom Cruise movies, though, because I know what I'm getting when I go into them.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, sure. Yeah, that makes sense, I suppose.
Excuse me, that was
Very loud.
A cough.
yeah. I
Honestly.
apologise to
Yeah, it's
everyone
all right.
listening. But yeah, no, that's why I really like Tom Cruise movies, because I know what I'm getting when I go in, and I'm not going to get any stupid surprises.
No, but I mean, we'll talk about the Jack Reacher
I
films when we get
watch
to
Tom
Jack.
Cruise movies
Yes.
to watch Tom Cruise movies. I don't
Okay,
watch
no,
Tom,
okay, that
I don't
makes
watch
sense.
Tom,
Yeah,
Cruise,
sure.
Tom Cruise movies to watch a brilliant, blockbuster, an incredible action movie that's got a whole bunch of different layers to it. I watch them because I'm watching a Tom Cruise movie.
Yeah, okay.
That's why I watch
I get
them.
that.
I mean,
I
that's
get
why I
that.
haven't seen one in a while, though, because I'm like, once you've seen one, you've seen them all. And I don't really need to do that again, I don't feel. I don't need to fill the void, the Tom Cruise void. Like you
No,
take.
no, I mean, it's a small void, so...
I mean, it's good. It's like the watching a good shit film, in a way, a good action film, that sort of thing. That's cool, yeah, but I don't need to keep... That's why I haven't seen Jack Reacher, because I don't need to.
You are not missing anything.
Literally.
The best bit about the Jack Reacher films is the beginning of the first film. It's pretty brutal, actually, because it's like that you see down the scope of a sniper,
Mhm.
and he's just like, literally, it's like people are...
picking people off, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like a Tuesday afternoon, and it's in the park, and everyone's like... And then suddenly the sniper just starts shooting people.
It's really clever, though, because in that scene, you see him killing all these people, and they're all kind of reacting to each other as well.
Yeah.
So you kind of build up a story in your head of who they are and what they're doing, and this
Yep.
and that. And then further down the movie, you find out a bit more about each of the people that were
Yeah,
killed.
that's true. Yeah.
And then it kind of like, takes that. I can't even think of the right word. I'm trying to think of. Dissects the actual reasons they're there,
Yeah.
and they're all actually like interlinked, and they're all there for a specific reason. They've all been
Mhm.
killed for a specific reason.
Yeah, no, that...
Which
that
kind of like leads him to figure out who
Yes.
the actual killer was.
I mean,
and
that's
stuff.
quite smart.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's clever.
but
I mean, the
just
books are
doesn't-
really good. I
I'm
haven't
sure-
read them
I'm sure
myself,
the books
but
are good.
They're really good, apparently.
Yeah.
And also in the books, the person that is Jack Reacher's like 6'6".
I was going to say,
He's
yeah.
fucking massive.
Yeah.
He's like an
That's
absolute tank.
The
Whereas
opposite.
Tom Cruise is, he's a
It's
Pokemon.
Tom Cruise.
He's a
Yeah.
Pokemon. So
He's a Pokemon. Number 655.
So,
Quite cool.
Interview with the Vampire. This is
Good
actually
movie.
one of my top 5 films of all time.
It's a good
Interview with the
book as
Vampire. I think it's really, really good, and Tom Cruise in it is very good. Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt. and a
You want to see
young.
Brad Pitt with long hair? Watch that movie.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Have you not seen Interview with the Vampire?
Brad
No,
Pitt
I
used to have long
What, do you
hair.
have-
Like that's when
Really?
he became big. He was-
Nah, I
It's a classic.
think I might have watched
Is it
a bit of it.
Kirsten Dunst. That's it.
Yes, Kirsten
Yeah.
Dunst. That's it. Yeah,
she
young
plays
Kirsten Dunst.
the young child vampire.
yeah. It's
Yeah, it's
really
a really good
good.
movie, man.
It's a really good, and it's quite long as well. It's like 2 hours 20 or something like that. And it's. I remember the first time I watched it, I was like kind of flicking through channels. This is years ago. I was still at school, and I missed like the first 20 minutes or something. I was like, oh, this is good, and I just kept watching the whole thing through. And I was obsessed for the movie for years because I didn't know what it was. Because it was like you couldn't just see what you were watching at the time.
Because it was
Yeah.
like just on terrestrial TV,
That's it.
so it didn't
Oh,
have like
shit,
adverts or anything. It was just-
Nothing.
okay.
And then one day I was like in Blockbuster, I think, and it had been re-released. They released the second film, which was like direct to DVD, and it was like the original film starring Brad Pitt, and I was like, oh, it's the vampires and Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise, and then I figured out what it was, and then I went home and watched it because obviously the internet existed.
Yeah,
at
you
that
can't
stage.
just fact check. I remember that when you'd hear a song and you're like, I want to know what this song is, but you just had no way of finding that out.
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
I think that's
Wow.
why I kind of remember a lot more about movies and TV shows and who's in them and what other things they've done as well.
because you get to Google.
Well, no, because back when I started watching movies, I wasn't able to go and Google it, so I would
Okay.
just literally look in the rental place.
You
like
just have to
Blockbuster,
ask
just try and
someone.
find the ones that they're in, and then I have to remember them, so when I went
Yeah.
back next time, I could just find them straight
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, and now you don't really need to remember it. 'cause
No,
you
I
just-
still remember it. Like,
Well, no, but what I'm saying is, if I don't really have to remember anything because I can find it, within
touch of your
a few
fingers.
seconds. That's it.
Your
But no,
superpower is rendered useless, David.
yeah. I mean,
You
Good
should
thing I've got a
definitely,
gold
you should definitely watch Interview with the Vampire. It
Yeah,
is a
yeah.
very, very good film. Very good film. And then we're on to Mission Impossible. So I actually really like Mission. The first one was very good, very, very tense. It doesn't actually. I watched it recently.
it doesn't hold up as well.
It
No.
really doesn't.
No.
The scene where they break into the CIA does that bit's good, but the rest of it, like the CGI, the stunts,
I was like falling asleep during this film. Like
Yeah.
it didn't. I remember watching it as well, like back in the day, because I really didn't remember the plot or anything. But watching it back, I was like, oh, this is like parts of it are quite exciting towards the end, especially.
but it is really
But
boring in
it's,
bits though.
It's
it is
really slow. The best
Yeah.
thing about that film, in my opinion, is Ving Rhames.
well, yeah, he's good in all of them though.
He's
isn't
just
he?
great.
Jerry Maguire. Have you seen Jerry Maguire?
No,
You haven't seen Jerry Maguire?
I saw Vanilla Sky, and then everyone was like, "Yeah, Jerry Maguire is like." After that is Vanilla Sky, and I was like, I've watched the wrong film.
Yeah, you watched the wrong movie. I like Vanilla Sky.
Vanilla
man.
Sky's good though.
Vanilla Sky. I
It's-
don't know how I feel about Vanilla Sky because it's a very long film that doesn't really go anywhere. It's got some nice twists and turns, I suppose. But
Yeah, I think it started out, and I was like, wow, I'm just watching a fucking Tom Cruise rom-com.
yeah,
Then I realised that I wasn't, and I was like, oh, okay, what's going on here? But then it keeps going back to the rom-commy bits, and you're like, this is just like, I don't know, the writing was really bad.
Yeah,
and it
no,
just
I
felt like
enjoyed it,
cheese.
but I do think it was trying to be too clever for itself.
Yeah, definitely.
Like if they
definitely.
had just cut out like one or two elements to it, it would.
well,
have
that's the thing because it was a
lot
remake of
stronger.
I want to say a Spanish film or a French film or something, and apparently the original is much more detailed, much more intricate,
Oh, okay.
and obviously this was dumbed down because it's Tom Cruise and an American audience.
Yeah.
So
I still think he's playing a more complicated character than he's used to.
I remember
which
when
is
it
good.
Yeah, I remember when it came out, and the director. I watched an interview with the director, and he was saying that it's good for Tom Cruise because he uses his face so much to emote, and obviously in the whole film he has to wear a
He has
mask,
to wear a mask,
so it's
doesn't he?
actually a lot harder for him to,
Be a
act.
voice actor.
Yeah.
Mm.
And so I suppose he does a good job with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't believe you haven't seen Jerry Maguire.
No.
Show me the money, man.
Show me
Show
the
me the
money.
money.
You should watch that. It's a good movie.
It is very, very good.
There's a really funny story about that catchphrase because my friends at uni were doing film and they hired they got an actor.
They hired Tom Cruise.
They hired a guy who was like a Tom Cruise lookalike,
Right.
and he was actually on an episode of Total Wipeout,
No way.
and they were like, oh yeah, this guy looks like Tom Cruise, and I'd seen the episode of Total Wipeout, and I was like, dude, this guy is on Total Wipeout, like check this out. I found him on the internet, and they on that show they just get them to do like say stupid shit. And there's him like doing this fucking like he's like, show me the money, like in a
Like,
really
really
muted
bad.
way.
Really badly.
It was great, but No, you've got to seek that guy out. He should have been here for this episode, to be honest.
Tom Cruise
So next
lookalike.
week
Tom Cruise
we'll
lookalike.
have Tom Cruise lookalike here.
That's right. Yeah, because that will work really well for podcasts.
We should have had him here today,
We should
to be
have
honest.
done. You dropped the ball a bit there, Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah, what am I?
I love we get him in and he's
Good
like,
job.
I've never seen any Tom Cruise films. Great.
He just really wanted to get paid when he was doing Total Wipeout.
Yeah.
He's like, just show me the money, man. Come on.
Just show me the money.
Let's talk about Mission Impossible 2.
That's the one when they start
That's
with
the one-
the face pulling off thing. Is
That
that
yeah,
the third
there's
one?
just and also the one that ends with him kicking a gun in the sand and it comes straight up and he
Yeah.
catches it. Yeah,
Oh, that's the one with the
and the motorbikes
with
and
the
the
knife.
hair.
the knife that nearly goes in his eye as well.
Almost, yeah.
because the thing broke and it wasn't actually supposed to go that close. Because
Yes.
it was like, because basically the knife was attached to a wire that
Oh, really?
basically stopped it going to a certain distance.
Okay.
And it wasn't supposed to go as close as it did to his face. Because obviously, when I can't remember the actor's name, but when he like jumps on top of it, the knife is supposed to stop, but it went a bit further than it should have done. So it was where it was like maybe like an inch away from his eye. It was supposed to be maybe like 6 inches away from his face.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good
wow.
cinema.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah, so we could have lost.
We could have
the
almost-
late great. He could have been the late great Tom Cruise.
Potentially.
Yeah.
If, yeah.
But Mission Impossible. I mean, it's a good film. It's a John Woo film, so I mean, it's action.
Mm.
But it's just Tom Cruise with the hair. He went through the kind of. You remember his floppy hair?
The
in
floppy
the
hair,
early-
that's, my
late
favourite thing about
90s,
him.
early 2000s.
There was such a thing.
Oh,
at
it
the time.
really was, and it was awful. I don't know. Anyway, what else we got here? Minority Report, 2002.
Oh, blimey.
Possibly the last good Steven Spielberg film as well. I think, because he just doesn't do. You're making noises.
I haven't made any more noises. I'm just gonna look up. I'm just gonna look up what other stuff he's done.
Okay. What Steven Spielberg now? Let's take
Yeah.
a detour from Steven Spielberg onto.
So I'm pretty sure he's done something good since then.
No, I don't
It's
think
the
he
bonus
has.
episode.
Say
Let's have a look.
2002.
Since 2002, that's right. Yeah.
Catch Me If You Can came out that year as well.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's okay.
That's a good film.
Ready Player One's coming out in 2018.
Yeah, but that hasn't come out yet, has it?
Lincoln,
I haven't watched it.
it's a good movie.
Is
That's
that the
Daniel Day-Lewis,
yeah.
isn't it?
DDL?
Indiana Jones, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. One of the
Great
movies.
film.
Munich. There we go.
What?
Munich.
Munich?
Have you not seen Munich?
Nope.
Oh, you need to watch Munich.
No.
It's a good movie. War of the Worlds.
Terrible.
Terrible.
Film. Absolutely
Terminal.
terrible.
That's
film.
also a Tom Cruise film. So
It is. Yeah.
But yeah, Munich's a really good movie. You should watch that.
Okay. So one film, The BFG.
No, I'm
Nope.
never going to watch that.
I don't. It's awful. Bridge of Spies was terrible. What else we got here? Lincoln, we've spoken about. War Horse.
Never
Nope.
I don't want to watch a movie about a
Adventures of
horse.
Tintin. That was awful.
I don't want to ruin my childhood.
Honestly, so that's what I'm saying. He hasn't. Terminal. I didn't think the Terminal was very good either.
I liked it. It's a simple movie.
Yeah, I don't know. Catch Me If You Can. Actually,
That's a cool film.
that is actually quite good. But no, Minority Report was a good film.
I watched that when I broke my arm.
Mm.
All right, yeah.
Because I was off for the week, so I watched it then. Because I got it on Blu-ray at home, so
Yeah.
I think I've got like a special steel case for it.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you guys want to buy any Blu-rays or DVDs?
No,
No.
and
Okay.
again, as you've asked us many times before, no,
On the
thank you.
podcast.
All right.
Yeah, no, thank you.
If anyone wants to buy any Blu-rays or DVDs, leave a comment and I will get back to you.
Yeah. Next one that's worth talking about would be The Last Samurai.
Mhm.
Have you seen? You've seen
I
The
love
Last
that
Samurai?
movie.
Yeah.
I really
film.
like that movie.
I think it is actually quite good. I remember watching it and thinking it's got a really cool battle scene at the end, which is
Yeah,
quite cool.
yeah, that bit. And
Yeah,
then
that's
the
so
machine
brutal.
gun.
Yeah, no, it is.
So brutal.
Yeah, no, it is. And he actually looks quite good in it. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he doesn't
It's looking
because
good.
I think the hair isn't as floppy in it.
Well, he has
Well,
a beard
it
as
kind
well.
of fits as well, though.
Well, that's what it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not just some pretty boy haircut. Like it actually fits kind of.
And
for what they're doing.
historically as well, I think that.
And like I'm obsessed with like the samurai culture and everything like
Okay.
that as well. And because I really want to go to Japan, I can't.
Ah.
I really want to go, and I really want to go and look around all the.
Castles.
the castles and buildings and trees and stuff. Yeah. And
the castles.
Yeah, I
and
just
the
filled in-
trees.
And the
I've
trees, they have
filled in
gardens
words.
with trees, and
Yeah.
that's coming from a real place.
Yeah, like
Dave,
cherry
right?
blossoms and shit like
Cherry
that.
blossoms.
Yeah. Yeah, I fucking love that movie, man.
It's not historically accurate.
It's
but
obviously it's not,
it's
but
fine.
it's like westernized.
It's a good.
but
It's a good representation.
yeah, it's
alright.
just nice to be able to look at it.
Yeah, sure.
It's a good looking.
It is
movie.
a good. No, you're right.
Yeah.
It is.
I think they do the samurai culture as well, like
They do it
dying
justice.
for the idea, which is cool.
I'd be interested to see if it came out now, because I mean that was 2003. It'd be interesting if it came out now, if it would still receive the same. I wonder if it would get
like the Great Wall.
Well,
I haven't seen that yet. I really want to watch it.
So the Great Wall is actually,
Don't wanna
everyone
watch it.
always brings this up, but actually the Great Wall is a Chinese-made film.
No, yeah, I know.
And the
yeah.
reason that they asked white actors to be in it was because they would sell more movies in the West, basically.
Yeah.
And it is quite a good film. The first kind of 45 minutes are quite good, and then the rest of it's just a bit.
Apparently, it's really all over the place.
It's as I say, it starts off really well, and then it just ends.
What? So is it in Chinese or is it?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's 50-50. I mean, when Matt
Yeah,
Damon's
yeah,
speaking, he's not speaking Chinese.
Matt Damon speaking Chinese.
But
That'd be cool.
but no, it's good.
Isn't it set in like a kind of like a sci-fi setting?
Yeah, so basically,
Like a
It's kind of
fantasy
based on
setting.
the myth.
Yeah,
of
why did they build the
Great
wall? They built the wall because darkness every 500 years comes to wipe out all life on the
Like Game of
planet.
Thrones.
On the planet,
And
just the Mongols.
and they have to defend the wall, and they have to defend against the creatures. And then Matt Damon's like, well, actually, let's stop this from happening. Let's stop the cycle. Let's go and find the queen, and they go and kill the queen.
It's the Queen
Oh, you
Genghis
ruined
Khan.
it.
Yeah, Soza.
Soza.
But it's quite good. Collateral 2004.
Brilliant film.
So
good
I
movie.
didn't watch Collateral for a very, very long
Yeah,
time.
me neither.
Thinking,
I watched it like 2 years ago.
Yeah, thinking that this is going to
Did
be
you
a
think
really
it's because
bad.
Tom Cruise and it was actually a fox that he was acting with?
Yes, an actual real fox. You're
I was
right.
like, there's a grey fox and then there's Jamie Foxx. What is going on here?
Yeah,
No.
but no, it is actually a good film.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's a
film.
really good movie. Really well made.
Yeah,
Isn't that what kind of launched Jamie Foxx's acting career?
I think he was already acting because he'd done a few, but he
hadn't done anything that was really.
No, I mean he was starring alongside Tom Cruise, so
Yeah.
if Tom Cruise picks you
Oh, no,
to
he
star
did
in
the
one of
film-
his
It's a
films.
really different thing for Tom Cruise to play as well.
Yeah.
To play the bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's
he
true.
very rarely does that. And obviously he's grey in the movie.
No, he
never
is,
does
yeah.
that.
It's like
No,
another
yeah.
good film rather
No,
than
you're
action
right.
film.
Yeah, War of the Worlds, terrible.
I watched
Terrible.
that couple of months ago, I think.
Terrible.
I watched it
I like
twice
it.
in the cinema when it came out. It was just,
Jeez,
why,
you
why,
went
why
back.
did I do that? Well, I was a kid, so your parents are like,
Oh,
we're
yeah,
going to
you're
see.
like, what, 17?
I am 17.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I'm a massive fan of War of the Worlds, the original
Radio-
I said the
radio
original.
show.
not the radio show, but the musical. Anyway, the
There's a musical?
it's
Yeah.
not music. It's kind of like a
Well,
music
it's like-
radio show.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
suppose. And it's I'll play some music afterwards to it. You will instantly recognise it. It's like it is War of the Worlds basically.
Oh, okay.
So I was really excited for it, and then they just ruined it.
Shat all over it.
Really, really.
Yeah, I
did.
heard it's nothing like the original. Obviously,
Well, apart from the fact it's set
yeah.
in the US. I mean,
And
that's the
yeah.
first
It's,
thing.
it's Hollywood doing
Because-
War of the Worlds,
wasn't
so
it
isn't
originally
it?
it was like it caused like mass panic because people didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
It was
Well,
on-
when the original play
Broadcast.
was broadcast, people did think it was actually happening.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Very famous story, that one. Mission Impossible 3, I suppose. Let's just go straight on to Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder.
When I
Thunder.
didn't actually realise it was Tom Cruise until a couple of weeks later. And so I
Really?
was like, no, I didn't recognise him in
Oh.
it.
He's tubby, isn't he?
Yeah, so apparently the story is that they asked him, Ben Stiller was like, I want to get Tom Cruise in this movie somehow. Let's ask him if he wants to do it.
That was like a drunken bet, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
and-
You're
and
not
Tom-
going to get Tom Cruise.
And Tom Cruise was like, I will be in your film, but only if I can have really big hands. That was apparently what...
what the fuck? He's weird, man.
Yeah.
It's like Donald Trump.
Fucking
Yeah,
weird.
well, yeah.
Yeah, well, Donald Trump's got tiny hands, hasn't he? So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you think he secretly wants big hands?
Well, yeah. You've seen him. He secretly wants hair as
This
well.
whole
which is
thing
why
is
he
a
wants
power
hair.
grab.
he does
big
secretly want
hands.
hair, yeah.
You know, apparently, I read.
We're going to
something-
get political now.
No. I just
Oh,
read
okay.
something the other, like where the whole election campaign was going on, and that apparently Donald Trump takes a certain drug to keep his hair growing properly.
Right.
And part of that,
Does he know it's not working?
No, one of the side effects
It's small hands?
can make you be a bit stupid.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
there's a term for it. I can't remember what it was.
Be a
but
bit
it can,
stupid.
Yeah, but it
That's
can actually
technical.
It can dumb
lower
it down a
lower.
bit.
Like, yeah, it just makes you an idiot.
Interesting.
Well, only an
Interesting.
idiot would take that drug, so makes sense, right?
Yes.
So anyway, Tropic Thunder. He obviously doesn't. He's not. Doesn't take a starring role in Tropic Thunder, but
But he steals the show.
but he does. Yeah, and him dancing at the end,
Scorched
over the end
earth,
credit
motherfucker.
scene, very good, very funny. Valkyrie. You seen
I
Valkyrie?
haven't seen that. I don't really want to watch a movie
It's-
where Tom Cruise
it's about-
Tom Cruise has only got one arm though.
He's really, really good in it. Have you
Is he?
seen Valkyrie?
I've heard it
No,
was
it's
terrible.
something about planes.
Neither
isn't it?
of you have seen Valkyrie.
I heard it was awful.
Well, I'll have to disagree with everybody
No,
else.
I haven't seen it. Like, I'm just-
It's really good. So it's the plot to assassinate Hitler by a group of
Oh
Nazi SS soldiers.
no! Yeah. I have seen this.
You have?
Yeah. For some reason, I was thinking some plane film.
And what did you think?
Yeah, it was an okay film. I wasn't like this is amazing, but I was like this is different. This is Tom Cruise, and I like the plot.
I really
Hitler
like it.
anyway.
I think it's really, really good.
Plus, the eye patch is cool.
Yeah, no, he wears an eye patch in it. So I mean, come on.
Fucking
does he
badass.
have one arm? Or did I make that up?
He doesn't have necessarily one arm, but his arm is a bit messed up.
Oh, I think it was the one eye thing that I was
Yeah.
supposed to.
Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. I actually think this is the best Mission Impossibles out of all of them. This is when he does his stunt by climbing up
On the
side of the no, that's the Ghost Protocol. The Rogue Nation.
Oh yeah.
No, this is the one where he climbs up the top
It's the
of
one
the
that introduces Jeremy
Rayner and
Yeah.
also climbs the side of the tallest building in Malaysia.
Yeah.
Singapore.
In
Dubai.
Dubai.
In Dubai.
Is it Dubai?
The Taj Mahal.
The
no,
Taj
not
Mahal, bro. It's not that. What is it
Jesus.
called?
Anyway, I think
Burj Khalifa.
I think it's the best.
That's it, yeah.
I think it's the best.
Wiz
Mission
Khalifa, the
Impossible
rapper.
let's skip over Rock of Ages because
I'm never going to watch that movie.
no, I haven't seen it.
Wait. What is that film?
It's a
It's
musical.
a musical, and he actually sings all his own songs in it as well.
Oh god.
Yeah, there you go.
Fuck.
Yeah, we'll just skip over that.
That's
Jack Reacher.
I like it.
Jack Reacher
I like
around.
Yeah. You have no taste.
You just peaked.
And then he did two sci-fi films, both back to back. Both actually, I think, are quite good. Which is Oblivion and Edge of Tomorrow. I actually really like Edge of Tomorrow. I mean, Oblivion's a good film too.
I'm not a massive fan of Oblivion.
No, I mean,
No.
I don't. I think
what was the
Edge
other
of
movie
Tomorrow
that
is
came out
better.
at the same time of Oblivion?
Edge of Tomorrow.
No. There was two movies. It happens all the time in Hollywood, like White House Down and
Oh yeah.
Olympus
I
Has
don't know.
Fallen
London
and things
has
like that.
fallen or
But
whatever.
they like Oblivion came out at the same time that another movie did. But I can't remember what it is now.
I don't know.
But yeah, like I prefer the other one to Oblivion. I'm pretty sure that's.
Or was
the
it
case.
the Will Smith one?
No, not After Earth.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
That
Thinking they're
movie's-
visually
Oh.
similar.
I don't know. Well, you have a
I'll
little
think of it
about
and I'll let you know. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I wasn't a massive fan of Oblivion, but Edge of Tomorrow I really enjoyed.
Edge of
Kind of
Tomorrow's
reminds me
really
of playing
good.
video
Edge
games.
of Tomorrow. That one's based on a manga, I think. It's the one where he keeps dying and comes
Yeah.
back to life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's got Emily Blunt in it as well.
Yeah.
So and then well, we've got Mission Impossible: Rogue Nation, which personally I thought is the worst of all of them. I think it's pretty bad. Jack Reacher and Never Go Back, which I haven't seen because the first one was just so terrible. I don't really want to watch it again. And The Mummy, which came out this year, which is just
It's been shat on.
absolutely, completely. And American Made, where
That's
he plays the
the
cocaine smuggler.
Yeah, I actually was
That actually
going to
works
watch
for
only
the
that.
just come
CIA.
out, isn't it?
Sorry?
Yeah.
It's only just come out.
Yeah, literally just come
Yeah.
out, yeah.
It looks good though. I want to see
I
it.
wanted to see it because that's the events of that. Basically, that character, that person is in.
He's in
Narcos,
Narcos. He is, yeah. But I don't think he works for the CIA. I mean, I don't know. It's
His
been a while
name's
since I-
Barry Seal.
What you talk? Yeah. I don't think he works for the CIA.
He's like a double agent for both of them.
Yeah, there we go. Of course, Tom Cruise wouldn't play
he's just like
drug
he's
smuggler.
just an airline pilot that just lost work and he's only got not an airline pilot, but yeah, he just. Has
But
a plane and he just
I think the film. I don't know.
Druggle smugs.
Juggle
Smugs.
Smugs.
Yeah,
There we
I
go.
did that intentionally.
Juggalo smuggler.
So, Tom Cruise films. There you go. What great suggestion, Martin.
What?
Have you
Come on.
noticed that the movies that you said are good and that you kind of like, the
Yeah.
ones that aren't the standard Tom Cruise movies,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he should do that more.
What?
You should.
Not make Tom Cruise movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny that. Yeah.
I think it's also
Yeah.
funny that someone who's so enthusiastic about producing and all the other roles about films, he's made so many like mediocre, samey films.
Yeah, I mean, look, we should say that he probably, he does all his own stunts and stuff.
He do-
and he's
yeah.
very involved with films.
I
Now. He does
I
produce
respect
them,
that.
and
Yeah, he also like asked to have steps to stand on during scenes as well. Like he
yeah, of
specifically
course
says,
he does. Of course,
Well,
he's a midget.
he doesn't care about it.
But I mean,
he's also one of the people apparently that just oozes confidence. Just everything.
Oh, yeah.
I've read so many interviews.
I've seen him. I mean, he's a proper force, not just in Hollywood, but personality and, you know, the whole Scientology thing. Like, even though he's the biggest, you know, most famous Scientologist, I suppose that's right. After like John Travolta, perhaps. Like, he's still able to produce multi-million-dollar films, you know, because people don't dislike him for it. Do you know what I mean? Like, he is a real, and he's very good at what he does. He's made some pretty poor choices. You've got to respect
his graft and what he's done, even if you don't respect.
I mean, 41 films, none of them have really been flops. You know, I mean, he's made $8 billion in the box office. You know, I mean, that's quite impressive.
Yeah, you can't really,
you know, and a career spanning almost 40 years as well is again even more impressive. So, you know, I just feel like in the last couple of years he's just become a little bit of a.
I think he's struggling to keep up with the times.
Well, that's true.
He's trying to do Jack Reacher, and it's like you're trying to do a new action franchise. Like,
that's it. Yeah.
Apparently, there's a movie that's been slated for him called Luna Park.
Right.
The synopsis is a group of renegade space workers venture to the moon to steal an energy source.
Ooh, sci-fi. Oh, this is
Doug Liman is the director.
Interesting. It's not on his filmography here for.
It's on IMDb.
Oh, there we go. Mission Impossible 6 apparently is his next film.
Hooray!
Which is next year. No, I really like the Mission Impossible films. I really didn't like not Ghost Protocol. Road Nation was the last one.
Mm-hmm.
But Ghost Protocol was
really
really good.
off the side of the plane.
The plane, yeah.
And he actually did that.
He actually did.
That's
I saw that
crazy.
at the cinema. That one.
So yeah, there we go. Does anyone have anything else they'd like to say about Tom Cruise?
God bless you.
God bless you, Tom Cruise.
God bless you, Tom Cruise.
Well, that was our World One tour of Tom Cruise films.
Look at his
Tom
little
Cruise,
face.
That is.
His smile is so Tom Cruise.
Yes,
I
have seen the photo. Yeah, I think when he had his veneers put in, they obviously messed up a little bit, perhaps.
No, every photo is like that.
No, that's what I mean. Yeah. No, as in when they put his fake, because they're not real teeth; they're fake teeth. No Americans got. They're all fake teeth.
Well, no, you like veneers just go over the top of the actual tooth. You
no, okay.
You don't reposition where they are.
Yeah, no, I suppose.
Oh.
I don't know, but anyway, he has got a weird smile, but he's a good-looking guy, isn't he? Let's be honest.
I've looked at his face so much over the past week, I just don't know anymore.
It's like when you say the word bowl over and over again.
Yeah, when you say any word over and over again.
So what are we going to be talking about next week?
Yeah, Martin, what are we talking about next week?
We're talking about the mystery box.
Next week is Mystery Box, so tune in for the Mystery
Box episode.
So basically, we don't know what we're talking about next week because
we're just going to like recommend something for each one of us to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's each recommend another person to watch.
To watch something.
A film that they believe is interesting.
Okay. What now? Or do we?
Yeah, let's do it. Now.
Okay.
All right.
Well, think about
who do you want to recommend to? Yeah, it's the thing. You can't just think of a good movie. You've got to think of who would want to watch it.
Oh
as well.
dear.
Well, how
does
about
it have to be a movie?
And you can't give me an anime to watch.
I can't
no anime, please, dear God. So okay. So wait. Okay. Right. So wait. So I'm going to recommend something for you guys.
Yeah,
we'll
just do clockwise. So you recommend me.
I'm going to recommend you, or I'm not going to recommend that you guys watch something collectively.
No, just like I will recommend to David, and David will recommend to you, and you will recommend to me.
Well, I've got something. So there we go.
Okay.
I've got something.
So who am I recommending to?
You'll recommend to Martin.
Hey, let's play rock paper scissors to see who recommends to who.
Okay, I win.
He won.
Right. Okay.
You got metal arm, I guess.
Martin.
Yeah.
I would like you to watch at least the first 3-4 episodes of a sci-fi series called The Expanse. It's available on Netflix.
Yeah.
Season 2 has just been released.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best science fiction show in the last 10 years.
Okay. I'm excited
So watch
for that.
the first 4 episodes.
Yeah. I'll try and watch as much as I can.
Yeah. The first series is I think 10 episodes. Second series is 13. But
you have to. I forgot to preface this earlier.
Right.
The thing that people recommend to you, you have to have like a 15-minute talk on as well.
Yeah.
15 minutes.
You have to tell us what you thought of it, and
well, you just give your
and you have to sell it to the other person that hasn't seen it.
Yeah.
So The Expanse is what I would like you to do.
Okay.
What would you like David to watch?
I'm still thinking, actually.
Okay.
You recommend yours.
Okay, Sin.
Oh,
we have spoken about this previously.
Oh, gosh.
But to my knowledge, I don't believe you've seen it yet.
Okay.
The movie Brick.
Brick? No, we haven't.
You haven't seen it?
I mean, I haven't seen it, but we have spoken about it. You're right.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a movie.
I'm Googling it now.
Yeah.
No, Brick film.
It's
Brick.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah.
He plays like not a detective, but it's based on like a noir detective kind of film. But he's in school. It's not based in a school. You barely get to see the school. But yeah, and he's trying to find out who killed his ex-girlfriend.
Okay.
Okay.
I will watch it. Yeah. Look.
This is the movie where the soundtrack was recorded in Bournemouth.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Is this like
2005 mystery crime film?
Yep.
Running time is 1 hour 59 minutes. I shall watch
it's
that.
directed by the same guy that directed Looper.
Okay, sure.
Looper.
Okay, cool. So I'm watching Brick. You're watching The Expanse. What is David watching?
David is watching. I think you should watch a film called Fences. It's a really recent film.
Okay.
Denzel Washington, also based on a screenplay. It's basically about. I think it was the last Academy Awards. It was actually up for something.
2016
Oh,
drama
Viola
film.
Davis as well.
Yeah. It's about like an African American family.
Isn't his son like a baseball player? A football player.
He wants to be a football player.
But no, I actually wanted to watch this movie.
Denzel gives him a good old slice of old Denzel. I'm a working man,
Is it a proper Denzel film?
Denzel is Denzel.
Okay, all right,
cool.
Film. Sweet, easy.
It's great.
I do like a good Denzel.
Really
film.
great.
Have you seen Flight?
I love Denzel.
Flight is such a
movie,
good film.
movie.
Flight is so good.
And he's like, I'm gonna roll it. That's my favorite.
It's so good. It really is.
Have you seen John Q?
Yes. No, I haven't actually. No, I've got
a
it.
really good movie.
I've got it on my list to watch on Netflix. Yeah.
Keep
Anyway,
the tissues nearby.
Okay, sure. So there we go. That's what we're watching. So Martin is watching some episodes of The Expanse. David is watching Fences, and I am watching Brick. There we go. So yeah, I suppose that is a mystery box. You open it up. Who knows what's going to find?
Who knows what you're going to get?
So just to round us up for the episode, what has everybody been watching, playing? Have we been doing anything exciting?
I have been watching season 3 of Narcos.
Now is it good?
I've watched the first 2 episodes. So I really went into it. I've probably said this before, but the I don't know. Escobar was the best thing about that show.
Yeah, sure.
That's
kind of what's putting me off from watching it.
What they try and do though is they try and set up, because obviously now it's about the Cali cartel. There's the four gentlemen of Cali. They're more discreet than Escobar was. They try and be less brutal and get public opinion and sort of move into legitimate business. That's how it's sort of set up. And they try and replace them and their associates in the things that Escobar sort of filled in the void.
Yeah.
So far, a lot of it's not quite as good, but it's moving in a different direction. Some of those voids are filled. Okay. There's a really good scene that's actually in the trailer, where that comedian Gabriel Iglesias.
Yeah,
he's
fluffy.
like he's awful, but he's in this as like some Dominican New York coke peddler, and
I can't imagine him in a movie about
he's like
Dominican
speaking
New
Spanish
York coke
and
peddler.
this guy's like from the Cali cartel is like getting his hair done like in this because he found out that they're running this as obviously like a front, so he like walks in like big boy like getting his hair done, and they come downstairs like, hey, you can't come in here, man. And he's like, yeah, sure. Like, you got to stop selling coke now. And then basically shit goes off, and then Gabriel Iglesias gets shot.
I really want to watch Narcos, but
watch it.
You should. It's really good.
There's so much to get through now.
There is.
There?
There's 2 seasons. I mean, it's not that much.
Yeah, but obviously a lot of it's subtitled as well, so it's not something I can just watch while doing something else. I have to focus on
true.
it.
Yeah,
because I watched like the first 2 or 3 episodes of it, but the end of the third
you
episode,
do have to pay attention.
because I wasn't
really
paying attention. I think it came out around Christmas time. I think.
Yeah,
so
I think
November,
October.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was doing something at the same time, so I lost all track of what was going on by the end of the third episode.
Dude, I don't know.
I
can't watch things like that. I can't just passively have them there. I need to.
I watched so much stuff on the second screen. But would you recommend watching the 3rd season so far? Are you enjoyed what you've seen?
I think I'm gonna watch some more this week.
How many episodes have you watched?
I've only watched 2 episodes.
Okay,
they're an hour long, so
yeah, they are.
They're obviously they pack in a lot of the story, but
okay.
Some of the stuff's really good. There's some really good scenes in there, and they always like to have their big sort of set pieces where something dramatic
it's on my
happens.
watch list. I mean, I might get.
Have you seen
so much?
First 2
yeah,
seasons?
I watched it. Yeah, it was very good. But you're right, Escobar was the best thing about the series.
Escobar was the baddest of bad.
See, I thought the whole series, like the whole point of Narcos, was about Escobar.
Yeah, it was.
It was, and then they just want to keep it going.
The show was so popular, and they had these other characters that were bringing forward the drugs. So they were like, well, why don't we focus on these guys? And I think they're moving it into like more the 90s now as well, rather than previously it was set in the 80s, even though Escobar died in 96, so I don't know. But it's kind of fictionalized, so
yeah, no, it is. Yeah.
Parts of it are.
Okay, cool. What about you, David? Anything?
I don't think there's anything new that I've started watching. No, I think I've just rewatched things. It's like I started watching It's Always Sunny again.
Okay,
like,
always worth it.
Yeah,
Because it's always sunny.
I don't think there's anything to report back for this week.
Okay.
To my knowledge.
Can confirm Danny DeVito is a method actor.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Well, I mean, he did strip himself naked and climb out of a sofa.
That's
exactly.
true. Yeah. I think in that show they must just be like, right, Danny, this is what we want you to do this week. What do you think?
Go.
It's just incredible that he's on that show though as well,
and doing the things that he's doing.
Yeah.
And they're all so brilliant in it.
Oh, they're fantastic.
Yeah. Like I watched the bloopers. Some blooper reels on YouTube.
Because isn't it like the first couple of seasons is all completely improvised, isn't it? Or at least
well, no, it's all written by.
No, but I'm pretty sure, at least, or maybe the pilot or something is improvised.
I think some of I've watched some stuff that was like pre them actually making the show where they improvised some sort of scenes, but I don't know.
I know it is written. I mean, it has to be scripted. Some of it has to.
Yeah, they will improvise a lot because some of the blooper reels.
But you can tell. I think you can tell in some scenes where they've gone off script and they're just going, because some of the scenes you're looking at, and you're like,
Kelly's just going crazy,
and you can see that they some of them are almost cracking up in some of the final cuts. Like,
seriously, watch some of the blooper.
I will do.
Because there's what cracks me up a lot about watching blooper reels, especially for It's Always Sunny, is that they've written it themselves.
Yeah,
they've done table reads, they've rewritten it, done more table reads, they've done. So they've said these lines maybe like 30, 40, 50 times at least, and then when they're doing it, when they're filming it, they're still cracking up, and they still can't stop laughing, and it's just like that just shows that they love this series.
Yeah.
So much.
Yeah, I will definitely check out some bloopers. I might have to rewatch some of it as well. Actually, it is a good show.
Yeah, I'm still getting through it as well. So I'm
basically just like slowly rewatching it because I think the new series comes out in like January.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's one of those shows where I wish I could go back and watch it again without knowing.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But it's good. Personally, I've finished watching Sneaky Pete.
Nice.
Which was really good.
So good, isn't it?
The last couple of episodes were really, really good.
The scene in the casino at the end.
Oh, just brilliant. And you're like, what's going on? What the con is, what it is.
Yeah.
It's really good. I mean, I do hope they bring it back for a second
I'm pretty sure
series,
they've already. It's in pre-production already.
Oh, really? Good.
Sure, yeah.
Brilliant. That's because it ended on a nice. Although I have to say it'll be a shame. Well, I hope Bryan Cranston's in it, but I don't know. We'll see.
Well, he's
not dead.
Yeah,
so
no, but he's a producer or something.
No, he is. Yeah.
Some writing
but whether he'll
he
be in it
directed
or
a
not,
few of them as well.
He was just superb. So very good. If you haven't watched it, Martin, watch Sneaky Pete. It's very good. 10 episodes about a con man. I won't say anything other than that because I don't want to spoil it for you. But it is very, very good. Excellent. All right. Well, that's our podcast, I think. So you can find us if you're listening to this on iTunes. That would be awesome if you would fancy giving us a little review,
please.
If it's please, that because you'd be the first. So
regardless of the review, we will read it out.
Regardless of the regardless.
Unless you're just saying
there we go.
First,
David said it, so it's immortalized.
I'll take everything you say personally as well.
If you haven't already as well, you can find us on the YouTubes. If you just do a search for the Geekstation, we are the Geekstation UK, not the Spanish ones. We do daily gameplay videos. The podcast goes up on a Monday afternoon. So all of those types of things. So if you do find us, give us a subscribe, watch the videos, give them a like and all that.
Leave a comment. I'll read it out.
There you go. David
Please.
will read the comments out.
Please.
You can find myself. I'm on Twitter at Mr. Cincinnati. Although I pretty much just use it to post all the YouTube videos because social media scares me. The truth is
being social scares me.
Well, yeah, that's true. But I was going to say the truth is I don't really know how Twitter works. So
yeah, Twitter's a scary thing.
You just tweet at famous people and hope they hear you, basically.
Yeah,
dude, I've had conversations with people on Twitter before.
Wow.
Colin Trevorrow, like I was saying that he's got another writer that he writes with.
Yeah.
Him and I had like a conversation on Twitter for a few days about stuff because I watched Safety Not Guaranteed and I asked him, what new stuff have you got coming out? And he sent back a photo of a dinosaur and a Jeep. And I was like, just a joke thing, like dinosaurs versus cars or something. But he was talking about Jurassic World.
World.
But it hadn't been announced at that point that he was doing Jurassic World. And I was like, Like,
This
it
is
wasn't until
awesome.
after the fact, and I was like, "Oh, sweet."
Why weren't we doing the
he
podcast
just
then?
told me. Like,
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Inside.
honestly. So, David, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at DavidTGS for the Geekstation.
For the Geekstation.
And you're at Martin TGS, are you not?
Find me Marto TGS. Marto. That's my name.
So Marto, is it?
Marto.
Because you can't spell it.
TGS. Excellent.
MARTO
Fantastic.
TGS.
Well, thank you very much for listening. If you've made it all the way through to this podcast, today's safe word is bananas.
Leave that in the comments.
There we go. Yeah, you win a prize
Martin will come around and tickle your toes.
with a banana.
I'll feed you a banana. I'll eat a banana in front of you if you want me to.
Oh, that's an image. That's an image.
Eat you with a banana. No.
I love bananas,
Anyway,
dude.
thank you very much for listening.
Cheers, guys. We'll just move
and
past that.
we will we'll see you next week.
See you later.
Bye. Oh dear God, I need to take
Maverick
this.
signing out.
That took a turn at the end, Martin.
Dude, you were talk about bananas.
Yeah, but you started talking about eating bananas in front of people.
Shit.